Wait, is the video going? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Hi, my name is Nick Gonella. I am one of the officers for Cal Poly Ignite. I'm also apparently the butt of the joke tonight. This will make it 21 years now, so yep. So today I'm going to be talking to you about what is the truth about court. And in order to talk about that, I first have to say I am not a lawyer. I am not your lawyer. If you have legal problems, don't come to me. I have them too. I can't help you with that. I just know. So, quick refresher about how court works. There's two types of cases. There's civil and criminal. Civil, you are suing someone else for money. Criminal, you are suing to not go to jail. And there are these things called appeals where if you don't like how the court ruled, then you can go up to the next level. So the first court case I want to talk to you about is Trina Thompson versus Monroe College. This person sued their college over GPA discrimination. Now, Nick, what is GPA discrimination, you may ask? Well, I will tell you as soon as we get to the next slide. Turns out companies will go for people with higher GPAs and thus higher 4.0s discriminately more than 2.4s. So she actually sued her school for giving her a 2.4. She sued her school for more than her tuition. The next one is Zorbakov versus Park. Park was hit by a train, and basically their body ended up hitting Zorbakov and causing them damages. So they sued the estate of Park. And originally, the judge found that it was actually a trivial lawsuit, so they just kind of thing. But they appealed, and the other judge said it's not trivial, but it could be reasonably expected that a body may hit you at a train station, so you can't sue them. This is not a fake case. Of course, sometimes you just really want to go to jail, like if you need health care. So one person in Washington actually robbed a bank for $1 so that they would go to jail and get health care for their disease. Of course, if you have no one left to sue, sometimes you just got to sue yourself. So that's what this guy did. He claimed that he had gotten drunk and committed a crime and then sued his drunk self for committing a crime, which I'm sure some people may want to do. So, one important thing about this is precedent. The idea of precedent is basically if someone makes a decision about a case, then that decision can be used to make more decisions in further cases. So, if you have a case actually go to court, it could affect further legal decisions. Precedents can sometimes be bad. There's this thing called Citizens United that say that basically corporations are people. There's also the All Writs Act, which was a precedent that was used in the Apple iPhone case, despite it being over 200 years old. So, however, some precedents are just ridiculous, like acts of God. Acts of God are basically, it started as this idea of, oh, if there's a storm or an earthquake, you can't blame people. But what it actually turned into is, now that there are acts of God, you can level a lawsuit against God. That's really hard to do. So, don't worry, people aren't the only insane ones. Judges are also insane. This is a Rick and Morty comic that went out a little earlier ago. This is a real transcript. Like, they didn't ad-lib this. This was real. The whole thing about sucking dicks and all that. Also, side note, they talk about discovery in this. Important thing about discovery. Discovery is at the beginning of trial. The other side's lawyer gives you everything that they find. So if at any point you see someone say, I didn't know that they were going to bring that in, they suck at discovery and you should fire them. So, since we're talking about crazy judges, I actually find this Sionketi is how you pronounce his name. He believes that judges aren't creative enough and likes to come up with creative punishments for different things. Unfortunately, so one of those was basically making a person walk around holding this sign. This is what they did. They tried to drive on a sidewalk to avoid a school bus, and so they said, yeah, this person has to now walk around carrying the sign for X amount of time as a legal punishment. I'm just not going to explain what probably happened here. That's a pig in the cage. Yeah, basically, someone was really upset with a police officer, and Sionketi decided, yep, this is how we deal with this problem. Definitely. So, why does this matter? You may find yourself in court one day. You may find yourself needing legal help. You might find yourself sucking at discovery. Will the court be on your side? No. They will not. However, there is something you can get out of this system, and that is small claims court. Small claims court is basically trivial matters that are so trivial they don't deserve to go in front of a jury, but they're also completely open. So if you have a free hour, go sit in small claims court. It's like courtroom TV, but it's free. This is Cal Poly Ignite. My name is Nick Gonella. I hope you have a good time and enjoy the rest of the talks.